Greeting once more, and welcome to the part 5 of our series on Care for Humanity Fan Club International, the Untold Story and Hardships. And part 5 is entitled Court Arrest Warrant and Happenings. Court Arrest Warrant and Happenings. As per the fight continues, the police and the victims, or leadership of the victims, were advised to secure a bench arrest warrant for the arrest of the suspect Martin Kedele, Aziz Achuliwo, Botwe Nkrumah, Juliana K, and one Richard Zawi. These individuals were purported to be part of the gang. So on the 7th of February 2018, Daily Graphic published, or there was a publication from the Daily Graphic to that effect, that the following people you see in your shot are wanted by the police. That is the Sunyani Regional Police Command: Aziz Abdallah Achuliwo, Ibrahim Amadou, Juliana K, Martin K, and Richard Zawi. These were the individuals. This publication was made without Nkrumah Botwe's picture because he had already surrendered himself to the police. So these individuals were now at large, and the police said they couldn't find them, hence the publication. So these were the individuals that the court gave out permission for their pictures and names to be published in the Daily Graphic of 7th February 2018. Now, as said, Botwe presented himself. With due course, Aziz Abdallah Achuliwo, Richard Zawi, and Ibrahim Abdallah were arrested by the police. Or as I heard, some willingly came forward to the police. And a court in Sunyani, a magistrate court, or the magistrate court in Sunyani, presided over by Judge Mr. Juju Higan, was the one in charge of their case. And since it was a criminal case, the state was prosecuting. In the course of these going to court and coming back, it was evident that the submission of the individuals involved pointed to the fact that they were employed by Martin K. So, in the proceedings, the judge had wanted the police to get Martin K. arrested, but that never happened. So, in the proceedings, finally, the police claimed they sent the case docket to the Attorney General for advice on those that have been arrested and those that are yet to be arrested. That is Juliana K. and Martin K. Funny enough, the reply from the Attorney General was hidden from the leadership. It was never disclosed to the leadership until somewhere lately, leadership requested for it or for an update on what was happening. That was almost 4 to 5 years down the lane, anytime a request was made for the update or you visit, either the crime officer have been changed or transferred, the one in charge, or the police in charge of the case have been transferred, and a new one will only tell you he just came or she just came and she needs to study the dockets before she can make any move. By the time the officer is acquainted with the case, he or she is transferred and a new one is brought. So it has been happening till date as we speak. And we would like to state here that the police have blatantly refused to effect the arrest of Martin K. Delle and Juliana K. Because of the up and downs, the judge on the case finally made a stay of proceedings, or pronounced a stay of proceedings, because the main culprit had not been apprehended. So as I speak to you, since 2017, the court case has been stayed or suspended until the arrest of Martin K. Delle and Juliana K. I would also like to point out that the police and their behavior has been counterproductive to this fight. And also, the docket that came from the Attorney General specifically advised the police that they should prosecute Aziz Abdallah Acholiwo and Nkrumah Botwe, but leave the rest, because these two individuals, Aziz Acholiwo and Nkrumah Botwe, have their names on a registration document, even though they claim the registration document was done by Mante without their notice. Yet they were working for the company for hitting to 2 years, and they never knew that Martin had used their details for the registration of the business that they are managing. That is what they said. Even though the Attorney General advised the police to prosecute those two individuals, the police have failed to do so. Now, if you look at these documents I'm putting on your screen, leadership requested for an update from the police, which was dated 7th November 2023, last year, on the state or the stage of the investigation. This was it. And the police of Sunyani police, this was the reply they gave. The reply was dated 27th November 2023. And we go through. So it says, somewhere in March 2015, Martin K. Delle and the former chief executive officer of DKM group of companies established Care for Humanity Fan Club International to provide humanitarian services to help the needy in society, particularly in the Bono and Bono East regions, and employ the rest of the accused persons as staff. Shortly after the establishment, the accused persons made a radio announcement in the regions and other parts of the country to the effect that Care for Humanity Fan Club International has been established as a microfinance at Nkranza in the Bono East region, that interested persons who will deposit any amount of money with the said financial institute will be paid 60% interest every 2 months period. The complainant or victims, on hearing this news, expressed interest in the investment opportunity and registered as customers and were issued with passbooks designed as Care for Humanity Fan Club International, United States, New Jersey. Later, when the complainant or victims numbering 48 respective maturity date for the interest was to be paid on principal amount deposited, the accused persons failed to pay them. A request was therefore made by the complainant for their principal monies to be paid, but were denied. In the month of July, the office of the Care for Humanity Fan Club was closed and accused persons went into hiding. The complainant reported the matter to the police at Ikunaza, but the case was transferred to Regional CID Sunyani. It was the first page. The second, I am actually interested in this portion. The advice. Okay, let's start from the top. The accused persons, with the exception of 5 and 6 accused persons, were arrested and sent to District Court A, Sunyani, on charges of conspiracy to commit crime with defrauding by false pretense and defrauding by false pretenses. The plea of the accused persons were taken and the court granted them bail. Duplicate case docket was later prepared and forwarded to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for study and advice. The advice have been received, and instructions were that charges against 3rd and 4th and 5th accused persons should be dropped. However, the rest of the accused persons should be re-arrested together with 7 who have since been in hiding. The total money deposited amounted to 3,081,832 Ghana cedis and so on and so forth. This amount here is not the total amount. This amount here is in response to the number of people who made this case or reported this case. Now, this figure is even wrong because I don't know where they got this figure from. Because those people numbering who made this report, the amount is far more than this. I don't know where the police got this from. At the end of investigations, all suspects will be prosecuted at the circuit court as directed by the Attorney General's office. This, when you look at the first portion, you realize that the police have not been frank or sincere with the people. Since 2017, the people who the Attorney General said they should re-arrest and prosecute are still there walking free of charge. The only persons that could be excused were the 3rd, 4th, and 5th accused persons. So per this, you realize that only Richard Zawi, Pepra Amadou, Ibrahim, and then Kelvin Boatin would have had their case dropped and dismissed. Nkrumah Botwe, Dr. Godfred, who were all under arrest, Martin Kedele, who is nowhere to be found, Juliana Kedele, who is nowhere to be found, and Aziz Abdallah Chulo, who were all under arrest, should be re-arrested and prosecuted. The police have failed to do so with no excuse. The only excuse the police gave was that they are re-investigating or re-examining the docket. I said, whoa, re-examining what docket? This docket that you sent to the Attorney General, which have been brought back with the advice, you are now re-examining it. Yet you can't arrest the perpetrators. That is Martin Kedele and Juliana Kedele. That is what the police are telling us. So, after all these have been said and done, but leadership realized that it is the police manipulated by whoever, which will be revealed very soon, that have refused to arrest these two persons, Juliana K. and Martin K. And the question then is, who are they affiliated to? Who is protecting them? Who is keeping them from facing the law? We'll move into that very, very soon in part 6. Subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you very much for being with us till now. That is the end of the part 5 of our Care for Humanity Fan Club International, the untold story and hardship. Thank you.